Oh, hello, fellow Earthlings, friendly aliens from far off worlds. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sitting here all alone on a rainy Saturday. It's 4:14 p.m. on southern Vancouver Island, and it's raining out. I thought I'd come on, say hello to all my YouTube pals, see what they're doing, what they up to. If you're all staying warm and dry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You don't mind hitting that thumbs up on the way in, on the way out, or while you're here. That'd be lovely. But if not, you can still. Oh, look at that! We got a thumbs up. Yay! Yippee-ki-yay! Thank you so much. It's a rainy Saturday and got all my bulbs ready to plant. I got a ton of bulbs. Going to talk about them, and it should be fun. It's I don't know, probably got 200 or 300 bulbs, different kinds. So I'm going to chat about them. Planting them too early is not an option. They cost too much money. And some people like to plant gladiolas today and sunflowers, but hey, that ain't going to work. But I left a nice comment. Thanks for feeding the microbes and the birds. Hey, Wild Edibles, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hold it up. Hope you're doing well and you're nice and warm and dry. No more snow here, not for a week now. It's cool weather, crop planting time, like cilantro and stuff like that. Pretty quick. Well, I already have some growing from last year. I put the containers that was grows about this big up underneath the tables outside, so the snow didn't go on it, and it was like a shield. So I looked out and I went, "Oh, I've got all kinds of cilantro and a bunch of other things too, herbs, different herbs." I'm warm and dry, but tired. Howdy, Howie, and wild edible. Yeah, good to see you, Peace Judy. You're tired. Well, I hope I can keep you awake. I got some free seeds. A friend of mine died, and he was almost 100 years old. And these were the poppy seeds given out at his funeral. That's his favorite poppy seed. He was quite an interesting guy. I knew him for a long time. Wow, that was apologies. Cats and dogs doing circles around me. Yeah, that's good. I love poppies. I think they're adorable. So that's from my friends. His daughter brought it over with his memorial card. It was sad looking at my buddy, but yeah. So these are some seeds. These are sunflower, red sunflower. Those are really sweet. But I may as well think on growing on Vancouver Island. She tried planting sunflowers today and gladiolas. They ain't gonna survive. Depends on how what the soil substrate is with the glads, though. It depends, but most likely not. So I went to the seed exchange, and I ended up with some lovage. I ended up with some lovage and some holy basils. This didn't cost me any money. Well, I gave them a $5 donation, and I probably got 20 packs of um, of seed. And this kombucha's Japanese pumpkin. I wanted that, so I got that. So that's pretty good. The seed exchange was missing a bunch of people. It costs too much money. Clear and 60 here, lurking while doing all the things. Well, welcome, the High Desert Pioneer. If you don't know the High Desert Pioneer, check out his blog when he goes live. He's got some pretty good discussions and ideas. I like listening to him. Working, but stopped by to chat a minute. Well, good to see you, Peace Journey. Always welcome, and take it easy. It's going to be dark in a couple hours where you are, I think. I will be starting tomatoes and stinky tomatoes. Stinky tomatoes? What? No stinky. And then I got some more cilantro. Pilgrim. There you go, Pilgrim. And the Pilgrim's here. There you go. And your Papa Smurf. So here's some more cilantro. Cilantro is a cool weather crop. I didn't pay for these seeds. I gave them a $5 donation because they had to, box them all up and stuff. So, and this is sugar spice marigold. I really wanted that. I couldn't find it anywhere, but I got this for free. I gave them $5 in their jar, but a lot of people just gave them $1 or a quarter or 50 cents. So mine was right there. There was a bunch of change and a couple of loonies and toonies. Mine was a $5 bill, and everybody's like, "Oh, should we give $5 to?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So the sugar spice marigold really keeps things bright and smelling nice. Hi, Pioneer. Hi, Pilgrim. Hey, Robot. How's it going there, Robot Mark? Good to see you, buddy. And multi-head sunflower, I got this for free. So, and calendula, I got this for free. That was pretty cool. Oh, and I got some dill that was free too. Free dill. So that was pretty cool. And free cherry tomatoes, which I really didn't need. But I got them anyway. But these here are pretty cool. I got red gladiolas, and they're not ready to plant yet, but there's 45 in there, and I'm growing this for a wedding. Yeah. Happy Saturday, Chef. Yeah, Chef Tech 86 is not AKA Mark. I think he's a robot, though, but that's okay. I love machines. Yeah. Tall growing with large, vibrant flowers. So this is part of the wedding bunch that I have. And these will come in about the same time as when the wedding happens. So I'm timing it for August 15th. But growing on Vancouver Island, planted gladiolas today. Or perhaps yesterday. Way too early. Way too early. So, yeah, they like light, and in late summer, these will, product of Holland, so that's pretty cool. Then there's this one is kind of really cool too. This is a cut flower collection, and these have Crocosmia ranunculus and Freesia and anemone. And this will be part of I have 2 of these. There's 55 of them, but that'll be part of the wedding flowers as well. And so I'm going to be a busy guy. I guess the nickname has stuck. I'll deal with it. Beep, beep, beep. Good to see all there, Pilgrim says. So, yeah, this is part of the cut flower collection because I'm even looking at all the transport coolers and stuff like that. Here's a nice one. These are Casablanca lilies, which I have about 50 growing anyway. But these are very aromatic, and they'll come out in mid to late summer. Stony Baker. Good to see you, Stony. And there you are. You're saved. And so, yeah, these are Casablancas, liliums. But I mean, these are midsummer, so mid till, that's kind of like late July, early August. So I'm going to pinch off these stamens. I'm going to pinch those off because they stain, right? So I'm trying to get the flowers for the wedding. So there's that, and then there's more. There's a hell of a lot more. This one, that's just another bunch of red glads because the theme is red and white flowers. They're beautiful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there's them. And this one here is another Casablanca. So I've got several Casablanca, but I did take some really different approach. And these ones here is Lytris, Blazing Star, and they looked cool. So I thought, you know what? I gotta have them. And there's only 8 in there, but they grow in nice little bunches like that. So, and they're white. So I got 2 of those. It's going to be a hell of a flower year, I'll tell you. And I got these gypsophilia at the baby's breath. I'll be growing my own, and I'll be cutting. Hey, Rick Thieland. Hello, Howie. Just about to eat at buffet. Well, you have a lovely dinner, breakfast, lunch, wherever you are. Alien looking. So yeah, I'm going to cut my own greenery, like Oregon grape greenery, Soleil, that kind of thing, and laurel. I'll be cutting my own, like locally here, and I'll clean them up with an air sprayer, right, lightly and gently. Adrian, hey, how can you do that? Retract. What did you retract? Did anybody see him? What did he say? So these are candy cane zinnias. These will be part of the cut flowers, but they'll be like arrangements at the table too. I would definitely call you a florist. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm committed to a family member's wedding there. So here's a velvet queen. So these will be like 5.5, 6 feet tall, and just because red and thank you kindly for all the thumbs up. So red and white is the theme for flowers, but the chrysanthemums, bright eyed, I had to have it. These look cool, right? So, and then more red sunflowers and Chinese chrysanthemum, I had to have that, and scented stock Mathiola longpetiola. That's that puppy there. I've met this lady here a few times from a chosen farm, and I've actually bought plants from her and her son. That's where I ended up buying my pawpaws from. But I didn't know at the time that the pawpaw, when you're growing it from seed, can take 15 years longer. Have a nice evening. I'll see you, Mr. Thieland. Good to see you here. Take care. The USW chrysanthemums for a pesticide, if not mistaken. Maybe it's possible. Chrysanthemum. It's possible. It's very possible. But I'm growing more flowers than what I just named off there. I have my own roses here. So I'll be throwing my Don Juans at that. Stephanie Pooch, welcome. Long time no see, Stephanie Pooch. As moderator. Yep, good to see you, Stephanie Pooch. Been a while. Darth X, I bought those Bright Eye Mum seeds today. Good for you. There you go, Darth X. Bing bada boomba. And Stephanie Pooch, let's go see her channel. And if I remember correctly, I'm darn sure I am. Yes. Hey, you caught fish. Look like crappie. Oh, nice. My name is Stephanie. My channel's mainly about cooking. Nice. I've bumped into you over the years many times. Welcome. And Darth X, I don't think you have a channel, but you apparently live not far from me. Stephanie Pooch, been busy a lot, not much videos. That's all good. Me neither. I've been really busy with medical things, and I go back at it again on Monday. I even had to forego a wedding party, a wedding show tomorrow I'm not going, but my family members are all going to be there. But it's too much for me to go to the big city of Vancouver. It's too much. I got to get dogs looked after. I've got to, get someone to watch my house, and then there's family dynamics, people that come and go from here that, you can't, you can't have them coming and going. I wish you well. I don't FO to the cities that I don't go to. Oh, don't go to the cities that I'm not a fan. They stink. Cities stink. I'm passing on a funeral today between and everyone's sick now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that there, Stony Baker. I watch people's animals when they need me. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's hard to get someone to trust to look after the place while I'm gone. I have a lot of security. I have motion detectors and cameras and alarms up my yin yang. Pooch, you rock. Yes, Pooch rocks. Anybody that looks after critters is cool. But I bought those bright eye mum seeds today. Good for you. Good for you. Hey, Stony. So these are just a few of the flowers that I'll be growing for the wedding. And I'm going to purchase some too, I think. Because obviously, some things don't work out in the timing and stuff. Peace Journey says, spent most of my flower garden fund on local natives. Smart. Now buying the store discount strugglers and recovering them from the deck. Nice. Tony Baker, Pooch, can you watch over my wife while I go party for the weekend? I'm paying fresh eggs. I don't think the missus would be happy about that. But with growing a lot more flowers, it's really good for the hummingbirds, bees, like all the pollinators. But sometimes I've been known to grow like flowers out front for the deer. I just bought 50 pounds of apples for $10 from the discount rack at the root cellar, like a farm thing. Actually, it's a pretty big store. So I put out some yesterday. Like I just put like about 10 apples there, and there was one apple. The deer always leave one half of an apple. They'll eat them all, but they always leave one half of an apple for some other, like a bunny or a robin, to come and eat. It's really strange that they look after each other that way, because a deer shouldn't be able to count, but they always leave some for the other creatures. I have a big, huge buck that comes here. He's pretty scary when he looks in my window, especially at night. He's like looking at something with bloodshot eyes, but he doesn't have bloodshot eyes, but they look kind of reddish. So it's kind of neat. I'll pay in fresh eggs. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think Pooch is up to it. Hey, Dave Knight. Hey, I just watched your video. You're growing snowflakes. That's really, really a great endeavor there, Dave. Dave's waiting for his mucky pile. Anyway, it's a good video, dude. If you don't know Dave Knight, go over there. It's got a lot of videos now. She's feeding apples. Yes. Wife watched a baby deer be born last year. Bizarre. Yeah, I've seen that. They actually come here to have their babies, and then they actually stay around for a couple of weeks here. They leave the little fawn, and then they go. I don't disturb them at all. And then I have a privacy hedge all the way around the front here. Well, the entire property, really. So they know that they can leave them in there. The dogs can bark outside of it, and then no, they don't even see in. There's only one little way in. So yeah, hiya, Dave. As soon as they're born, they stand up. Oh my, yeah, I saw that. I saw that one time. I was mowing the lawn. I'm like, and the mother took off, and then she called the deer, and I'm like, what's that? And it's like slimy still and stuff. And I'm like, oh, wow. And could barely stand up. Stephanie Pooch, they do that here too. Leave them next to the house. Yeah, cool. Hey, that's very cool. Howdy, Dave from Peace Journey. And I don't think I've missed anybody. Yeah, hummingbirds are cool there, Stony. I've watched those all day if I could. There's like many different ones. I when they fall out of the nest here, and that sometimes happens, and the mother's trying to feed it on the ground. So what I'll do is I'll put the little hummingbird in I'll make a little nest, and then because you're not going to get them back into the nest where way up high, so you just make one right where the little hummingbird fell, and mother would feed it. I've even made little pieces of meat that look like ants, and I fed the little hummingbird. They eat meat. I was running the lawnmower and mama deer started running around me in circles. Yeah, there's a little baby somewhere making loud noises. Yeah, they scream at you. But yeah, on a serious note, the mother deer, if you've got a little dog, she'll come right out and hoof the little dog. She'll even try to kill it. My buddy has a video of a deer licking his cat into a ball of soggy hair as it purred and showed its belly, laugh aloud. I've seen the deer go up and kiss the cat. The cat's noses went together and the deer licked the cat. I was just like, oh wow. If that was a big cougar, you wouldn't be doing that. Here too, my dog used to babysit while my mom left. She came back after a bit. Yeah. There was a lot more deer here, but they found one down by the golf course there with a deer with an arrow in its belly. It died right out in front of the Cordova Bay golf course sign. And, just don't hang out that way, little deers. All right. Hey, Peace Journey from Mr. Knight. Yeah, go over there, say hi to Dave Knight. Watch him grow some snowflakes. I love cougars, but not the ones that gamble and chain smoke. I don't like people that smoke. I mean, I like them, but it smells gross. So, yeah. The dogs keep the predators away. Oh, yeah. Coyote tried to come here. Not this place, but at a place where I lived when I was younger. And they were coming for the little dogs and cats. And so I walked out with my rifle, and the coyote seen me and just, I've scared off cougars before and lots of like lynx and bobcats. Brampton Gardner. Hello, just popping in to say hi. Well, Brampton Gardner, we're going to have to give you a blue wrench, even though you're just popping in. There you go. If you don't know the Brampton Gardner, go over there and say hello, because she has a lot of videos and she's well known, and she's from Ontario, Dave. Let's go and make sure it's the Brampton Gardner, because there's been a lot of shenanigans lately on the YouTube. And it is the Brampton Gardner. Yep. Good to see you. When it snowed, it reveals. Hi, Brampton Gardner. Yeah. I feel special. Well, you are. You're a nice person. I mean, I only know you from YouTube, but you've always been kind and courteous. And yeah. So welcome in. I was just showing my bulbs that I purchased this week, and seed for growing flowers for a wedding. I'm going to go to the ritziest hotel on the West Coast. I don't know. I got to stay there for, I think, like 3 days. It's like $700 a night. And I'm like, whoa, dude. It's like, thank God I don't have to pay for it. I mean, I could, but that's a lot of loot. But I don't know if it's 700. I'm just saying that. I mean, I know it's really lots. I have a coyote of my own now. I call her Sharky. Yeah, I saw that, Holly Teenage Shepherd. Oh my God, the Empress? No, I'm not staying at the Empress. I've never stayed there, but I've gone to the Bengal room there, but which is long gone. And I've gone there for different banquets and stuff and conferences. No, I'm going to the Black Rock in Ucluelet. It's I don't know if it's 700. It could be like 600. I don't know. I know it's lots, but that's where they want, and it's going to cost a ton of cash. But I don't have to pay for it. I've walked through many times. Aha, too poor to even have tea. Oh no, I love your dogs. Wild Edibles from Stephanie Pooch. Yeah, Wild Edibles got some cool critters. Oh, you've been through the Empress, hey? I've been there. I thought this year's CD Saturday was going to be at the Conference Center at the Empress, but it wasn't. It was at Crystal Gardens across the street, which was totally destroyed when the BC government under Campbell destroyed the place. And I mean, they had caiman alligators and penguins there and all kinds of cool plants and animals. And, and then one day they just destroyed it. And now they call it the BC experience, and there's absolutely frick all inside that huge Crystal Gardens. It was like going to Kew Gardens in England, but it's gone now. I was kind of sad. I went there for CD Saturday, and I remember what it was all there, And I'm going to try to find a home for some of my citrus. I'd like to put them in that Crystal Gardens. Howie, yes, I got to finish up at work. Howie, stay groovy, buddy. See you, buddy. Take care, Stony Baker. Thanks. They are pretty funny. Keep me laughing. I bet they do. Brampton Garden, I grew up in Oregon. Oh, cool. And my parents lived in Friday Harbor. Oh, yeah, I've been there a lot. So I've been to Victoria numerous times. I love it. And Bouchard Gardens is my favorite place. Yeah, I'd spent Christmas, a day at Christmas at Bouchard Gardens. So that was cool. I don't go there very much. Well, you see it once, you see it twice, you see it 3 times. How many times you got to go back, right? But it is a nice place. And but one time I went to their fireworks show. It wasn't pleasant for me. It was bright lights and noises, but the flowers there is very cool. Our CD Saturday is not till March 8th. Oh yeah, there's one here on March 8th too. And I was kind of hoping it'd be at the Empress, but I don't know. I heard it might be. But see, this thing called Eventbrite took over here a few years ago. So all of a sudden, you got to pay all this money if you want a table to, sell your wild crafting or your seeds or your plants at. And you don't make a lot of money anyway, and they upped it hugely. So there was a lot of people missing last year, the year before. I think the year before it was there was a sickness that everybody caught a cold or something, and but this year, same thing. There was missing like a lot of people that are really cool heads that usually show up there, but they couldn't afford it. A lot of vendors they just took over, and it's like, geez, once anything starts being cool and rocking along, it's like boom. So yeah, gotta run. See you, Mark. Our CD Saturdays at someone. Yeah, nice. Yep. I love seed exchanges. I get a lot of seeds from there. And I give them a million seeds over the years, easy, the past 20 years, easy a million seeds. Like some years I went there, I couldn't bag them all up. And I told them that. And they're like, well, we can't take them. And I'm like, you want me to sit here for a week bagging these up? So I put a free sign on, and I had cannabis seeds too. And that was before cannabis was legal. I put a big bag of seed there, free cannabis seed, free carrot seeds, whatever I had, And, you got a bunch like this of seeds and, and Diva did a video there at Christmas. Oh yeah, I saw that. I did a slew of like 10 or 15 videos as well. I never seen her there. I didn't see you. Hey, Shawnee Grows. Welcome. See you, Mark, at the robot. Yeah. Wahoo evening. Wonderful people. So happy to see you all. You as well. I just ran by all the flowies that I'll be planting for the wedding there. These are red glads because the flower show is a red and white flower show. Hey, Gardener Josh. Welcome. And add as moderator. There you go. And save. Good to see you, Gardener Josh. go to channel, make sure that is Josh, because there's been a lot of shenanigans. Nope, and it is Josh. And I'm subscribed and the bell's rung. There you go, gladiolas. And yeah, so this will be timed with the wedding, but they're not ready to go out for another month yet or longer. It doesn't work. It's me. Yeah, hi, Josh. Yeah, so the gladiolas, there's 45 and I've got 2 bags, so that gives me 90 of these. So there's 40 guests. So you know that you try to pair it like 2 per person of anything you've got. So there's that one. And then there's cut flowers here. Even though they say there's crocosmia here, they didn't put the crocosmia inside here. It's right here. And I already have a bunch of crocosmia. I have a ton. But they are a late flower. They're mid-August here as well. And these are product of Israel. These came all the way from Israel. There's ranunculus and crocosmia, animes, and freesia here. So that's I've got another one of these, and there's 55, so that's 110. So I'm okay with that. And here's some Casablancas. I must admit, this is my all-time favorite flower, Casablanca, and there's 15 here, and I got another one that's 30. Plus, I have about I don't know how many, like up between 30 and 50 growing in potters, and these can be left. You don't need to take them out. Ranunculus, yeah. Wilds Collection. What's going on there? Is that Wilds Collection? Let's go to the channel. And it is. Bing bada boomba. And we'll go and make there as a moderator. There you go. And so, yeah, so I have quite a few of these. So these make great cut flowers, but you have to take off the stamen here, these here, because it'll stain everything if you don't. But you leave them on if you want, but you're you know, it's a problem if you leave it on with staining. And here's another bag of the gladiolas. Make great long-lasting cut flowers. So I need them to last for like a couple 3 days when I cut. I'm loving this flower bulb show. Yeah, me too. So what you want to do is, I don't know how many I got, 45. So I have 90 of them. So they're in summer, they'll come out. So if I leave that for an extra month and late into the spring, then they'll flower like a month later. So I'm smarter than a bulb. At least I think I am. And Liatris, these puppies. Yeah. They're blazing stars. So they're a couple 3 feet tall, maybe a couple feet tall. And then oh, that's fantastic. Those are so pretty. Bleach in water with some of the cut flowers. Plant food should help. Yes. Nice spike flower. Yes. And again, that's mid to late summer. So that's where I'm targeting for, is to time it with this wedding, right? So yeah, the floral presentation that there will be magnificent and beautiful. Yeah, there's a couple of ladies that are going to be doing that. Two Finger Typer B. Hi, Howie, and everyone. Let's go see who Two Finger Typer B is. I think I've bumped into you before, and I'm subscribed. And it looks legit. And there you go. While you're here, you can look around. If you are missing the wrench, next time you come, it's just that I give it out for people to look around. When is the wedding? Miss that. It's August 15th. And, Bell Loop. Welcome. Add as moderator. And there you go. And where did I see Two Finger Type B? There we go. And he's got his wrench. Welcome. But so I'm just growing a lot of flowers, and this is just a portion of them. I'm actually going to purchase some too, and I've been gathering up all the flower vases from friends that are donating some to me, and I'm buying them from thrift stores. So I'm getting Howie's wedding planning service. No, we met on Hot Damn Elaine's page. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hot darn. But um, the flowers you can spend thousands of dollars on flowers, so I'm not spending that. I'm going to grow a lot of flowers myself. I'm pretty good at growing things. So if you have peonies, you could attempt to refrigerate them till the wedding. I did that for a friend's wedding in late June. Well, that's a good tip. Hey, thanks. I do have peonies. I have several. Yeah. And they're multiple heads now. They're nice bunches. They've been growing for years. So, oh, thanks for the tip, Brampton Gardener. When the buds feel like marshmallows, rock the stems in wet paper towels and place the whole things in a big plastic bag, and seal it good and stick it in the fridge. Smart. Oh, I'm going back over this anyway. Oh, or on Minty's page. Oh, okay. I go to cactuses once in a while. Take them out, recut the stem, and put them in the water the day before. Smart. Thanks for the awesome tips. I've been watching a ton of videos on this flower thing. So I have to get the flowers from here. So I went out yesterday and looked at longer coolers, to put everything in, like containers. And hi, Gary. Sup? Good. Okay. Hello to Belt Loop. Belt Loop's a good channel. I've been there a couple times now. At one time, the tulips sold for more than a house back during the tulip mania. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So unfortunately, tulips are not on my list, or daffodils. Anything that's early spring's not on my list. Hydrangeas are now, though, and I can make my own hydrangeas, but I don't know how long it's going to take me. And I have 3 hydrangeas as it's sitting, but the deer really slaughtered my hydrangeas. For some reason, they really like hydrangeas and figs. It's like, ugh. But I hope they had a nice lunch. But I'm doing all this in my backyard, or the back of the food forest. And instead of growing hemp this year, I'll be growing flowers in several beds. And my stepson's coming over, and he's going to make a bunch of beds. I saw snowdrops coming up today. Yeah, sure. You're growing snowdrops, pal. I don't know. That's. I'm having a hard time to believing there's snowdrops up with all that snow at your place. I don't think so. No. You're growing snowdrops, all right. Like about 2 feet of snow. There's actually lots of snowdrops here, and rhododendrons. The torch red are opened up, and the little pink one, the indigenous one. And there's gorses blooming, a bunch of them. I saw snowdrops coming up today. Yeah. Both thrive in acidic soil. Hydrangeas, blueberry bushes use the same. Yep. My snow is melting this week, and it's so sad. Really? You come on here, nice lady like you, cussing with 4-letter words like snow. What are we going to do with you? How, Dave? Ha. We're still buried under several feet of snow. Could be in his greenhouse. I don't think so, though. I seen his yard. He's growing a lot of snow crystallized white frozen substance. Waist deep in my food forest. Yup. Send me all your snow. I don't think I'll send you my snow. I'm not a fan. I mean, I don't mind it for a couple of weeks, and that's basically what we get here. It's like 2 weeks of snow, if that. Some years we don't even get that. Now, depending on where you are, this place is strange. It's very strange. I can go outside and drive 2 miles away from here, and you have snow. But then along where the ocean is here, there's no snow. It's a marine temperate climate. It's very strange. Things grow here that you wouldn't think would. So yes, today in 30s, tomorrow in 80s, Texas weather. Wow, peace journey. Wow, I want to plant. I want to plant. It's got to move my. I have this. This is my magnifier, so I'm just gonna put it right here so I can see. There we go. When you changing from weed to flowers, why are you changing from weed to flowers? Well, I don't smoke very much. I have no need for it. I'm trying to oxygenate, and you kind of grow out of that stuff. And it grows wild here. I don't even have to plant it. And the flowers are for a wedding, and it's totally legal. I want to plant snowdrops. I thought I did, but they didn't come up. We still haven't gotten snow, even though there was snow south of here. Oh, wow. I have a bed of bulbs by the garage on the south side. The snowdrop bulbs? Dave? How's that snow collection? Dave's fun. We finally warmed up to the 20s. Yay. Whoa. Really, Brampton Gardner? Holy schmolians. Nice microclimate, Dave. Yeah, up against the garage, up against any building it is, for sure. Well done, Dave. Sorry, gotta run. See you, Belt Loop. Just wanted to come in and show some love for the channel. Thank you kindly, Belt Loop 29 Homestead. And thank you so much. We are above freezing in the daytime for 5 days. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's another big system coming there. I saw it. I was just like, whoa. Night, Gary. And I got it all good. I got it all good. Okay. I got it all good. Why are you changing from weed to flowers? Well, actually, I never really, I'm not changing anything. I'm just upping more flowers, and whatever grows in the food forest grows there, grows wild. So I have to pull some out lots of times. So I hope to have the greenhouse planted with cool weather plants in the next week or two. Smart. I still haven't built my hoop house. I still haven't got, you're not going to believe what I did. I bought soil. Yeah. I bought 2 bags of soil. They're like 20-liter bags for my citrus. I have a yuzu lemon, and I have a calamandan orange. And I've had them for like about a month or so. And there's roots growing out the bottom about this big, and there's all this new greenery, little shoots. And I'm like, oh, and then I look down, there's a little flower growing. I'm like, okay, it's time to up pot them. I hope to have the greenhouse planted with cool weather crops. Smart. So I have a lot of citrus here in that family's property. A lot. I have a lot of citrus. And I can pick citrus anytime I want to. I have some that are ready. Maybe I'll make a video this week of picking the lemons. I have Valencia lemon, which is kind of rare around here. Some people do have it, but it's not like the Meyer lemon. Everybody has a Meyer lemon. But I grew my Valencia lemon from a seed that I ate the lemon 15 years ago. And I'm eating lemons off it, and delicious lemons too. And my walk-in clinic doctor told me a long time ago she likes lemons, so maybe I'll cut a couple for her. She goes above and beyond and helps me. So, but I'm looking at traveling this year after the wedding to go and get some mechanical removal done on my body. So that's something. Imagine if you had to buy soil for everything. Couldn't do her. I have several hundred yards here that I've made over the years. So, and I just got, oh God, you're not going to believe what I got. The butcher had like 100 pounds of chicken ground up and beef ground up that they weren't going to sell it. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And he's like, you can have this one for free. And it's a little bit stinky. And I went, ew, dude. But I got to put that in the ground tomorrow. and my son and my stepson, he's coming over to dig a trenches for the bulb planting anyway. So I want that buried down deep. But meat is such a big, huge vitamin B shot, and bananas. If you can go to a market and they got a bunch of blacky looking bananas they're not going to sell. That's for you, man. I love putting food waste into and kitchen waste into my soil. I grow anything I want and I never fertilize. I do make my own biochar. I hope to have the greenhouse planted nice, Dave. Imagine if you had to buy. Nope. Exactly. It's crazy. It's a good idea to build your own. Yep. Brampton Gardner says, sounds good, Dave. The way my brassicas are going, they might get potted up and out in the greenhouse soon since they won't need heat once we warm up a bit. Exactly. They're a cool weather crop. Might have a line on some cow poop. Really, hey? That's good. Any biomass that's in 3 to 5 inch layers will make soil, leaves, wood chips, mostly deciduous ones. You got a peanut shelling factory nearby, all them peanut shells. There you go, man. And make everything in layers, like in nature, when you make soil, somewhere around here. Here we go. There it is right there. When I'm making soil, there's my hugel mound and there's my Howie culture. And, I put in bark mulch, yard waste, coffee grounds, wood chips, chop and drop, kitchen waste, leaves and twigs, dolomite lime, biochar, and wood ash. And you make it all in layers, right? This is, it's, this is not. This is just an idea, and it's for it's a rural, it's an urban food forest. So this is mostly for like a bigger area, but it can be if you've got permaculture there's two kinds. There's one for a large piece of land, and then there's type of permaculture that's in the city. So retrofitting your city. So here we go, right there. So these are the hugel mounds here. And I build those all over the food forest floor. And now these have come down about almost by half over the years now. But I can empty them for soil. And it's just a basic idea. You don't use cedar or needle trees they become toxic, that's why I use my pathway soil bank hashtag, and it's all in layers. And the thing is, that's soil you made, and that's worth money, hey? If you're looking at money streaming. So here's all the reasons why I healthy ecosystem, maintenance free, edible medicinal, sustainable urban food forests, fresh veggies pretty much all year round, pesticide and chemical free, and no garbage collection, green garbage collection, available food after natural disasters and pandemics. And this was made in 2015. So that was 10 years ago. So I was planning for pandemics then because I had a friend that was in the intelligence service in the U.S. So always chatting with him. So that's where the idea for the pandemic to grow your own food before, because we, a bunch of cool heads sitting around. I love to put them in my raised bed, but there's a snowbank on it. My apples got fed with some in the fall. I emptied some pots near them. Cool. The greenhouse is Dexter's new hangout, Brampton Gardner. Cool. Oh, that's a lovely gesture to gift homegrown local lemons. It's special. Yeah, my doc's pretty cool. She's she's not really my doctor. She's a walk-in clinic doctor here. It's very rare to have a doctor. They're up to shenanigans. They're trying to privatize the place. So the puppies emptied and spread. Dug all my weed beds up and moved all the logs. Oh, dug all my weed beds up and moved all the logs. Huh. Good soil. All the inner buried wood was gone. Oh, yeah. Wood in a couple, 3 years, most branches just turned to dust. ash to ash, dust to dust, And anything that goes into, you're making soil biomass, any biomass will make soil. And that's the thing about when you're in an urban environment in a city, there's no soil. If you can find a place where like deciduous, like alder, Lombardy poplar, that kind of thing, poplar, they'll make it over years. So they'll make 1 inch every 10 years. So, removing soil from the forest floor in a low area where you see that eelgrass growing, that's ideal. Or a swamp. If you look at a swamp, then you can get nice soil from there as well. And a good bit too, like a beaver dam too. A beaver dam's got beautiful soil, beautiful soil. And the thing is, you want nutrient rich, beautiful black humus, and you're going to grow anything. It's as simple as that. You can buy all the soil you want, but well, it's not the same as making your own. Like when I make my own, I try to do a representation of what is in nature. So leaves are in nature. When animals eat fruit and berries in nature, what happens? They leave these little nutrient packets. Yeah, get that, hey? Yeah. At least I could see inside. That's neat. Yes, a few years old. My place was all sand, tiny bit of topsoil. I have lots of soil now, some areas a foot thick at least. That's what you want. Absolutely wild. Actually, he's in a snit tonight because he's not allowed out back. One of the guys is kind of scared of him. Good. And the one guy he loves isn't there, so he's stuck inside with me. You must be talking about your puppy doggy. Shawnee Gross says thumbs up. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Howie, there were pamphlets exactly like that at the permaculture booths at the folk music festival where I volunteered for years. Well, not like that one. My Japanese students, they did that. They put that together for me. Maybe similar, but that's that wasn't copied from them. I'll tell you that. Boy, night in the man cave, Brampton Gardner. Yeah, yeah. But that pamphlet is mine, and was created for very young people to very old people to do an ergonomic type of making soil in the urban food forest. Basically, that's what it's for, because in permaculture they're all talking about swales and large tracts of land, but I like to talk about urban food forestry, and I like to talk about a large piece of land too. And you have to understand that the trees that you're planting and the shrubs and the on the ground food and underground food, they all live together. Okay, that's a food forest. Okay, there are many layers. Okay, so in an urban environment, you don't have what you have out in a forested area. You have to deal with what you have. So that's why I put in biomass for pathway soil bank building. Brampton Gardner, yes. Dexter, my dog hubby, has turned the greenhouse into a man cave. He's got 2 heaters, a fan, lights, a TV star. Hey, Dexter's living it up. Good on Dexter. Darthex, today I was thinking of sneaking some soil from the stream 60 feet from me, made from rotting logs and leaves. Why pay for terrible wood chip junk soil? Exactly. Just take a couple of 5-gallon pails and go get yourself some soil. Why not? I think you're probably near Millstream, if I'm right. I haven't geolocated you, but I'm pretty sure you're close to that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Sounds perfect. Just do it at night. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do it right in front of God and everybody. Just put a lid on it. Nobody knows what the hell you're doing with a lid on it. It's not anybody's bloody business. But any place you find some rich black soil underneath a log like that, that's for you. Take it home and grow with it. That's nature's way of saying, "Hey, I love you." Right? You know, I would. I have. I do. I gather up leaves in the neighborhood. Hey, so then the truck comes to suck up all the leaves with their municipal truck, and they come through the neighborhood. You never hear them. They drove up and down my street and they didn't pick up anything. I picked it all up, and neighbors picked it up. They all use it too for making nice soil. Thank you everybody for the thumbs up, and I appreciate that. Just do it at night. Yeah, put your mask on too. The least you tell anybody about what you're doing, there's no one will stick their thumb into your oatmeal, right? And just never mention what you're doing and just go for it. That's what I'm doing. And I'm growing a lot of trees this year too. I'm doing a lot of air layered trees for my street, my community. And I'm looking at staying here for the rest of my life, it looks like, which is sometimes not, I get told it's not going to be very freaking long, but I've beaten the odds so far. So I think I can beat the odds again. I got to go turn that heat down. It's just nasty. I'm sweating here. I get some water too. Oh, I love that water. Wow. Ooh, almost tipped the water over. Now it's like a little forest over there. Oh, do you have a neighbor on the other end of the street? And when they first moved in, this was a new build and there were no plants or trees in there. You went up north and dug up a ton of seedlings. I don't know. Yes, you can beat them odds again. I'm going to take a garbage bag with me. If anyone asks, I'm just cleaning up garbage. Anybody asks, tell them to piss off and get lost. Growl at them. They won't want anything to do with you. I know people do all kinds of shenanigans. Saved himself a fortune. Not sure how ethical it was, but it looks nice. You know what? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It's as simple as that. Yeah. My grandfather and I used to go down to this major salmon river, and off from the salmon river was this huge swamp where the river used to be. And it was like 10, 12 feet of rich, beautiful black soil from all the dead salmon for a million years. My grandfather grew the best everything. So, that's what I do when I forage for greens for my Christmas planters. I use garbage bag and gloves. People think I'm cleaning garbage. Hey, Bill, how's it going, Bear Bill? Going to be upgrading my citrus soon. Growing leaves, and I see one little flower bud on the new Yazoo. YUZU. I'll just jibber jabber about anything. Yeah. Mm. Most land is stripped of topsoil when they build a subdivision and it's backfilled with crap. Yep. It's sad, man. It's really sad. I'm upgrading to, I have a 3.5 foot Calamandan ordered and a pink lemon. A pink lemon, hey? I want a Ponderosa lemon. I know they grow like 20-pound lemons like this or some crap. I don't know. I'm just saying it's 20 pounds, but it's the world's largest lemon. And Virginia fruit growers too. That guy's got some funny looking lemons. I think they're from the Crimea. And they kind of look Ponderosa like, but they're not. They're smaller his, but they look same structure. Darth X, I like yuzu, tasty citrus. They are. You know what? I bought one once and I planted the seed and it was just like a few weeks ago and nothing's up yet. I'm lagging. Apologies. I remember your video with the pamphlet years ago. It's a great pamphlet. I was mistaken. Hey, no problem. It's the only pamphlet that I've ever had like that, and my students made it, and we all did it together and put it together. It's all good, no big deal. I like the Bears; they're good. Okay, I'm upgrading to no. I still have winter relaxing to do. No planting yet. Oh, good. South Florida sunshine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Add as moderator. That's Carol, and she has a good channel. And make sure that is Carol. And go to channel. Let's see if that's Carol. And bing bada boomba it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. South Florida sunshine. Hello. And Shawnee, nice to see you. From Bill. Dave Knight, nice to see you. I still have winter relaxing to do. No planting yet. You know what? I saw Growing on Vancouver Island's video today, and she's planting sunflowers and and gladiolas, and I'm like, no. But at least she's enthusiastic. Howie, did you read what I said above? Howie at Dark S is drops. He's got caught in Marfugal. Howie at Darth X is drops. He got caught in Marfugal. I have no idea what Marfugal is. I'm not a techie type person. I can barely send an email. Oh, Howie, the suspected albino pepper is still. Hey, I watched that video. It's still growing white. It's just about to get its first true leaf. Nice, nice. South Florida sunshine. Howie, did you read what I said above? Yes, I did, but I don't understand. Howie at Darth X is drops. He got caught in Marfugal. Could you elaborate some on that, please? In Marfugal Nudes huge channel, Darth X is another drops trolling channel. Really? Darth X? He's my neighbor. He lives up in Nanaimo. Marfugal News huge channel. Darth X must be a different Darth X. Is another drops trolling channel. I don't even know. I think I do know a drops guy. Waiting for winter. Sorry, he cloaks his ISP. Yes, I have no idea what that is either. I'm not a techie person, and I don't. Do you know him personally? Well, you know what? He knows. No, I've never met this person, but they do know the local area quite well, and yeah, I think he lives or she lives in an apartment. I don't know. I'm not really a troll follower, but Darth X, I've never heard a joke. A joke. Oh, okay. Well, Darth X. Dave, do you know him personally? No. It's a joke? Okay. Not a joke. Okay. Well, you guys figure it out and you kids get along now, hey? I just don't want you to give out your info. He always says that it's drops. Huh. Well, There you go. Made negative remarks about my husband and Shawnee's. Wow, that's terrible. Always be positive. Your wedding flowers shopping list is complete. Not yet. Not yet. No. But I am foraging for a lot of the greens. Drops is a hacker. Yeah, there's lots of them. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. ISP means internet service provider. Oh, okay. If I'm trying to protect. Oh, I bet you are. Thank you kindly. Oh, there's more. I'm going to take a picture of the pepper sprout and put out my community section. Have a look at it, bud, after the stream. That is. Oh, cool. I'll do that. Sounds cool. Bill from Newfound Drone Productions, Atlantic Adventures. Um, I'm sorry that people are, misrepresenting themselves. And if it's an untruth or a truth, I'm not one to figure it out. And I'm sorry if anybody was offended by anybody else, but it is what it is. And if you never want to get hacked, you know what my best friend of most of my life said to me: don't own a computer. You don't want a hacker going into your phone, don't own a phone. That's about the only thing you can do. There's always going to be people misrepresenting themselves. And yeah, 100% no one's safe. And, there's always going to be someone. And okay, back to the chat. Do with it as you will. Much love here to support you. How my sister in Christ, Carol, just did not want you sending him your stuff with address. Of course not. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Shawnee has podcasts now. Oh, really? I went and I found a bunch of her stuff. She has a .com or something, Shawnee.com. It's kind of cool. And I appreciate the love, Carol, and anybody else. And, people shouldn't be doing monkey business, like saying someone's not who they are. And if they're bad mouthing people, then, that's just negativity. So back to the flower show. and I'm sorry that someone badmouths your husband or badmouths anybody. Yes, Shawnee's podcast is awesome. I haven't seen that yet. Flowers, bring on the flowers. Right there is some very old flowers. This was done by my granddaughter. This was done by a very ancient person. This was needle art. This is needle art in there. And then this frame was from a 200 or something like 100 or 200-year-old farmhouse. And then all the cedar, that was cedar from that. And then I paid $5 to have that made. Need to go back to routine. Time to make supper and get the Saturday night set up for later. Have a great evening and thank you for sharing. You as well, Peace Journey. Blessings to you. Howie, I've got jackfruit growing. Then we just went into the 50s. Wow. There you go. Well done, Darth X. And I'm glad you said something. And always be positive with healing and the kindness and goodness is free. I learned that from a very special human being. How he does that not to get kicked out. Okay, well, I ain't kicking anybody out and I'm not getting involved. It's his MO, his memorandum operative, something like that. I do know what that means. Have a good evening. See you, Brantham Gardner. Yeah, there's, people have multiple personalities. People have bipolar. There's always a degree of mental health with every single human being on the planet. Some really, really have a great evening. You as well. Are you leaving, Carol? I found pressed flower in some old books I inherited. Oh wow, I've done that too. I have some gardening books from the 17th century from England and well, the French one I can't really tell too much in there. I don't really read a lot of French, just a little bit. but I have some older books too. I'm not saying that the okay. Brampton's leaving. Very cool to have Brampton Gardner here. Very distinguished gardener, and yeah. But don't plant your flowers too early. Oh, nice! I pressed some flowers last year, but can't find them. Someday I'll find them. Yeah, I do that too. I opened up. I had these huge cannabis leaves, God, like 40 years ago, and I opened up the book. There they were, like fresh, like the day I put them in there. I couldn't believe it. It still had the chlorophyll in them. I'm like, wow. No, I'm not leaving. I was saying goodbye to Peace Journey. Oh, I see. Darth X says, you said your husband works in lawn ornaments, so I was wondering why he never came on gardening YouTube channels. Now, you kids get along now. That'll sound like me, Brampton Gardner. Yeah. Well, gardening takes on adventure. It takes on adventure. Gardening is very adventurous to me. I like to grow, I like to forage, I like to grow my own, and then I like to go visit other gardens. And some people don't want you to have a camera. Like when I went to an eco village, there was 29, I think there's like 31 cob houses there. You were not allowed to pull out that cell phone, even to use it. You had to go off property to use it. And I respect people like that, because that's something that I like too. I don't like too much, I don't like too much at all. So, yeah. Okay, dokie. Sound like me. Okay. Do not address me or drops. Okay, or mention my family. Well, fair enough. Well, you got that right to say that. Peace and love. Yes, of course, always peace and love. And, I appreciate, you speaking out for yourself. I mean, there's probably a different platform to do that, but I do appreciate it. Okay. All right. This is a place of peace and love. Absolutely. That's the last thing Jesus would say to you. Peace be with you. That's a very famous thing that he would say. Peace and love. Peace and love is peace brings love. Okay, and love brings peace. Yeah, it's very cool. I really like peace and love. It's very cool. Oh, you don't have to leave. Nobody has to leave. Does everybody get along? You kids get along now. But if you don't want to be here, that's up to you. But everybody's welcomed here, no matter who you are, what you are, or what your label is, what your dogma or stigma is, or whatever. I don't have a problem with anybody coming here, and just know we know. Oh boy. Well, perhaps things will be different one day where people can do a virtual reality with, like, I guess they can now with FaceTime. I see my family member using that, and they look up they look it up, and then you can see the person actually there. I found that very fascinating. Oh, nothing to be sorry about. It's all good. There's nothing going on here. Everybody chill out. Take big breaths. Go. Hold it in for 5 seconds. And then let it out. You're oxygenating and you're grounding, hey? And you're putting more oxygen in your cell. And then your vasodilation is much better, hey? You're not constricting, right? You're like, and I've been practicing that a lot, hey? Where you breathe in, hold it, and then let it out. You're getting way more oxygen, hey? If you do that as soon as you get up, hold. Shawnee. Carol. Yeah. It's through the nose, not through the mouth. Yeah. And then it's out through the mouth. in 5 seconds. I watched Dr. Mandel do that a while back. It was funny as hell. As soon as your exhale is longer than your inhale, you'll start to relax. True, true. Oh my. You can really feel it. Oh yeah. Right away you're grounded. You're putting more oxygen into you, okay? And like that, I have to get a CPAP machine soon here, and I'm going to have an oxygen bottle. So I'm practicing breathing because I was stopping breathing 7 times every hour. I would stop breathing. There was an irregularity. I did these oscillation machine, blah 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 blah. Said I was really low on oxygen. Nice to meet you too, Brampton Gardeners. Nice to meet you. Cheers. Yeah, you can really feel it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You start oxygenating like it makes a big difference. I love THC. Yeah, me too, Bill. If you get lightheaded doing deep breathing, you need to focus on your exhales, not your exhaling fully. Oh, really? Hey, THC Sav is nice too. Yeah, I bet it is. You know, and pushing with the abdominals. Now, I do what's called imagineering. So when I'm breathing in a blue colored air. You imagine that. And then I'm letting out a yellow air. So the blue is for divinity, to be divine and peaceful. And then the yellow air going out is anything toxic from you. Right. So you do that. Sorry, what do you oh, your brother has a CPAP as well. Cool. Cool. It makes a big difference. I'm gonna have one. You're good, no worries. Yeah, yeah, Carol, you're okay. My husband has CPAP. The Veterans Affairs gave him the new one. They are very quiet. Oh, CPAPs are very common in households nowadays. I'm having one. I have to. I'm waking up gasping for air. I'm like, dude, I've got some comorbidities too. I'm taking care of. I'm actually going outside the institutions in Canada. I'm going somewhere else and getting my mechanical surgery done. So I just had enough of the nonsense. He said, she said, the ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, whatever the hell they're nonsense they're putting up with. And have you tried the mouth guards? I haven't tried anything yet. Do people need CPAPs because of weird mold in the houses? I don't know. Did you get the sleep test? Yeah. I had 7 irregularities per 60 minutes. It was the medium. And then I had a very low oxygen level, very low. So since that, it's been a month now. And I talked to my medical internist. He said, oh, yeah, putting it out right away. Yeah, sure you are, bud. And then it took a month to see him to get the appointment. And then, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. My walk-in clinic doctor and the MOA is there trying to sort it out. But I even went down there. I found because I tape all my conversations. So I found the address on the taped audio, but then I had it transcribed to to paper, but it didn't have it. So I went and I looked on the street, and I found the place. It's crazy. I had partial of it. And I even wrote it down somewhere when I was talking to that guy, but he never ever did. I went down there and they're like, no, nobody sent anything in. So it's very frustrating when there's no love. So yeah, did you get the sleep test? Yep. You will feel so much better once you get it, but it's cumbersome. I don't care as long as I ain't gasping for air. Those mouth guards are awful if you have sinus allergies. Yeah, well, I don't have any mold here. This whole house is built of cedar. And on the West Coast, if your house isn't built of cedar, then you're going to have mold. I can guarantee you're going to have black mold. And that's just the way it is. Howie, my Calamanan is pushing a lot of new growth. Mine too. My yuzu too. Seems like spring may be around the corner. Well, maybe it's, mine has got like a ton of new growth, but you got to be careful when you're growing citrus. You don't fertilize in the wintertime. I've been seeing people fertilizing. They're like, oh yeah, yeah. No, you don't. Like if yours is going outside, you don't fertilize it in the wintertime. You don't want to put it out there with new growth. You're fertilizing in the spring and then you slow down towards autumn. You don't fertilize no more because you're going to be colder temps and you don't want the tender new shoots. So me too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be very careful when you're growing citrus. You have to mist them. They like a slightly acidic soil. They're heavy fertilizing. But they don't like fertilizer mixed into the soil because then you're going to burn them. And you see people growing citrus and all the leaves fall off. Well, that's you're not showing the love. I just bought 2 new sprayers too. I did fertilize my trees. We're suffering from nutrient deficiency. Well, if you're growing inside, go for it. You can definitely fertilize anytime you want, but they're coming back so well. Yeah. But what I'm saying is if you're growing citrus outside and even in a greenhouse, you don't want new growth growing when it's cold. And that's what happens. And you don't want that. Test soil pH maybe. Oh yeah, definitely. But they're coming back. Yep, yes, yep. Test soil pH maybe. Yes, I know. Yep, makes sense. It's dormant. Yeah, citrus don't exactly go dormant. It slows down. Dormancy like an apple or pear tree, that's actually dormant. Yeah, but a citrus just slows down and it needs warmth and humidity to come back. And that's what happens when spring and summer comes. So that's when you fertilize they want phosphorus and they love phosphorus. And I can show you what I use. And it's for rhododendrons and azaleas, which are acidic lovers. And this is under the same genus as Vaxium as blueberries. And it's 12 for the phosphorus, you see. It's really high phosphorus. And that's what I use is 9% nitrogen. Phosphoric acid is 12%, and potash, well, the K is 8%. And then the calcium is 6, magnesium 4, and sulfur is 7.5. So that's what I use. And I don't mix the fertilizer into the soil. Like when I'm going to do the transfer, I'm going to try to put a video out on that when I do the transfer. Awesome. Yeah. Citrus growing is a real knack. Like I have citrus growing outside, under plastic with a heater. And I lifted it, they're off the ground by about a foot on a boards, on the plywood. And if you were to put it right on the ground, it's going to freeze. It's going to die, or it's going to be severely injured. To grow a citrus, you never get it cold. You never let that root get cold. And if you're foliar feeding and it's wintertime, really? No. If any IV Organics, they're Charles, this guy I know, and yeah, he's in California. He's a soil biologist, and you go and see his channel, what he does with his citrus, and he loves his citrus. That was the main reason I lost all my trees, was watering in my beginning days. Yeah, it is just getting the watering down as a trick. Yeah, I don't water from tap to my citrus. I use reverse osmosis water or my rain barrel water. They're sensitive. They're very sensitive. They don't like smoke. They don't like a rush of cold temperature. Boom. They don't mind it cool and cold, but it has to be maintained at that cool coldness. You have a sudden drop to cold, well, that's not so good. Yes, and each fruit tree likes different water. Yes, nice. I use snow from time. Yes, snow is perfect. That was my first main reason I love. Yeah, I melted. Yes, yes. And each fruit tree likes different waters. Yes, yes. Some trees, like I used to grow avocados, I don't anymore. I have plenty that grow out of the soil here from my kitchen waste, but I don't save them like I used to save them. And I used to have like a 10-foot avocado here in the house. I have this banana tree, and I know banana trees, they fruit and then die, and then you grow them back from the pups, right? Not this one. This one is 10 years old. It's never fruited, but some of the leaves will die back, but at the main stalk, and it just comes back over and over and over. And I tell people that, and they're like, no, 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 banana dies after it fruits. I said, well, yeah, but this one's never fruited, so it doesn't die, right? Shawnee grows. That's why, because it never fruited. Yeah, but some people pretty much say you're lying. Like, why the hell would I make up a story about a stupid banana tree that don't die? It's right there, you know. It's been there for at least 10 years. So what it does get bigger and bigger and bigger. Eventually, maybe one day it might fruit. I don't know. I've never seen it fruit. I do know people that have them fruiting, but the guy's been doing it for like 30 years here. Love Shawnee Grows lives too. To be honest, she's killing it with the live streams. Yeah, she is. She's doing very good. Is it ornamental? It was given to me, and I was told it was a Cavendish. I don't know if that's true. And this super old man gave it to me years ago and said, "Can you grow this?" And I went, "Sure." She is. Yes. Yes. Well, Shawnee Gross has been on YouTube a long time. Yeah. I remember her from Quebec Homestead, and I think Quebec Homestead. Yeah. But yeah, she's doing very well. And it's good. Shawnee Gross is teaching people with her channel. And that's a legacy that not everybody's leaving behind, and that's what she's leaving behind, and is presenting today and for the future. So it's really impressive. I find that outstanding, and I'll always give an accolade and a kudo for diligent work like that. It's not that you see that every day, and there's quite a few YouTubers on here that do that. There's quite a few, that teach that, like Peggy Helmling, I think is her name. Uh, Grow with What You Got. I think that's the name of her channel. That lady teaches people to to feed worms in a worm bin, and then she puts the soil over. You should see the flowers at her house. It's absolutely amazing. I may have a Cavendish type of hybrid. Same here. Still have no idea what I bought from a backyard gardener. Yeah, you don't know. You all have kind words. We must celebrate soon. Yeah. Yeah. I'm celebrating 10 years on YouTube on March 15th. And then I've made a decision that that will be my last live stream other than Earth Day. I will go live, and Permaculture Day is May 8th. And have a lot of pals in permaculture. Oh, and I seen some of my pals too recently at the seed show. And yeah, so once said, Howie, I like to leave the earth a little better than it was when I came here. I like that motto. Yeah, me too. Well, I'm just not having a live stream all the time. It'd be like twice a year, or if there's a special event like a harvest, when harvest moon happens in the fall, that kind of thing. But I'm going my own way, where I'm going this summer. I'm doing an adventure, and I'm not toting around a camera and uploading videos. I just want to experience the way I used to experience things, where I just went and did them and it was fun. And, you pulled out the Kodak camera and went click, click, and took a picture, and that's about it. Two-finger typewriter, typer B. Night, Howie. Have a blessed night. You as well, two-finger typer. When are you going to join that place with no tech? When are you, what? When are you going to join that place with no tech? I don't know. Okay, I get it. Yes, a sabbatical sounds great. Good for you, Howie. Self-care is important. Well, it's just that I'm getting away from electro smog. And, if you don't want people knowing your business, then don't own a computer, don't own a cell phone. I mean, keep the landline and change the number or whatever. You got morons calling you or whatever, right? No, I meant, when is your last live? The last live will be March 15th. And then the one after that will be April 22nd. And the one after that will be May 8th. And then that's it. There's not going to be, and if I miss any of those days, well, it is what it is. I'm going to have some more lives coming up till that day, like I'm having one now. But when there's no computer here, no cell phone here, and I'm going to have a VHF radio. I'm going to have where I can listen to the marine forecast. Okay. I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing, foraging along the ocean. And I've put up the videos of that, crabbing and looking at green sea turtles to, catching salmon and cod and halibut and, boating in the North Pacific. I've done all that, and I've put it up. And, but it takes where, like, I don't know, there's more of a peacefulness when you're just not using a camera, not using a cell phone, not using a live stream, but just, that awe. So that's what I'm looking at. And yeah, so I have some new additions. No, I meant, when is your last live? Okay, I will miss your streams, but yeah, I'll miss everybody too. And like I said, I will always be live on April 22nd, which is Earth Day. I'll always be live on Permaculture Day. And that's about it. And maybe a harvest moon will show what the harvest was of the year, something like that. But I'm going back to the ways I used to study into the rainforest, go for walks in the rainforest. I used to hike to China Beach. There's big signs, cougar area, you kind of miss that look around. Oh, there's no cougars today, and run for the beach and eating eelgrass, sweet grass from the tide. I just, there's more to life than what I'm getting right now, I believe. And technology is taking away my awe. And but I mean, I love my YouTube family, the village on here. Don't get me wrong. I think people are adorable. But I just going to go my own way. And it's nothing personal with anybody. It's just that I'm putting the computer away, and then that's it. And I even thought of upgrading my computer because I don't have Windows 11 or something. And I thought, you know what? If I'm not going to use it, then why pay $3,000? Yeah, it is very distracting, but I wish you well in what you want to do. Yeah, just going fishing. I might go picking blueberries in Newfoundland. Who knows what I'm going to do, right? I'm just not into the electro smog of it all. And I'm trying to get healthier, so I want to eat more wildlands. Cougars purr, then they're just giant cats. Yeah, hell yeah, I hope you do, buddy. Yeah, right. But tech can be very distracting. Yes, it can, Carol. 100% how I understand teaching. Yes, but yes, you will be missed and your teaching. Well, there's Shawnee Grows, and there's a lot of good teachers on here, and they know what they're doing. And they're growing food. And, growing food is a special legacy and to show others. And I have showed how I make soil, how I grow food I just grow food. Like, I'll go buy a tomato and I like that tomato, so I'll grow the seed. I mean, heritage seeds are very important to save. But you know what? If a professional grower is growing tomatoes and their tomatoes taste good, I'm going to grow them. I mean, F1 hybrids, F2, F3, that just means they're crossed, and crossed. Okay. I know so many times I just get carried away enjoying myself, and then I think, dang, I should have filmed this. Yeah, exactly. Yay, fishing sounds awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I love to go fishing, not necessarily to catch a fish and kill it and eat it, but the experience of boating, or I like to fish from shore. But this year I'm going to the West Coast, and prawn season's coming up pretty quick in March here. So I want to go spotted prawning and that kind of thing. And I don't want to have to film anything. I don't want to have to use a phone and tell anybody what I'm doing. I don't want to have to answer a phone. I don't want anything to do with electro smog. I just want the pure, I want to smell the ocean air. I want to smell the pines. I don't want to hear any chitter chatter. I just want to hear, oh, that's it. It's not like anyone watches anyways. I know so many times I get carried away, enjoy myself, and then I think, dang, I should have filmed this. But yeah, I like to read in the boat while hubby fishes. Very cool. I love reading. I have several books I'm reading. This one here was really cool. And I just it's called Seaside Walks on Vancouver Island. And it's all the parks. So I'm going, and this book has got a special coating to go outside. And a lot of these places in here, I've already been. And yeah, it's very cool. Ladysmith, Roberts Provincial Park. And I really like seeing petroglyphs like this here. You see that? That's the sun. It's a native petroglyph. And this is Cable Bay Trail. I like going to see that. I've seen some underwater in a lake over by Port Alberni, and the petroglyphs were under the water because the water table came up, and their entire story was underneath. So I had to get this mask, and I'm looking underneath. I'm like, oh wow, right? But you can still see it above it. But wow, you know, yeah. When I was a kid, we went fishing for kelp with my grandfather. Yeah, kelp's really great. Arky, welcome, 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 Arky. Good to see you, Ark Wildman. Now, if you want to learn some cool shit, man, go over to Ark Wildman, and I'll show you how to make a hobo heater to a hobo stove for cooking to, very common sense guy, and he loves to sing, and he's a very good singer. Plant-based fishing. Very cool. Right. I have plenty of busy with M. Right. Would love more awe and venturing with him too, and not think I should film this. Exactly. That's exactly where I am. Well, I got to run. Bill, awesome stream, Howie. Cheers, bud. Hope to see you soon. Well, you never know who's showing up. Pick berries there, Bill. Later, all really. Well, now I got to check out his channel. Yeah, oh yeah, check out Arky's channel, man. You definitely would. You're kind of the same mentality. He's a really great guy. So, and you are too, Bill. Definitely check out Arky. Laugh aloud, I hope, brother. Yep. See you soon, Bill. That's right up my alley. Yep. Oh yeah, Arky is. You can learn a lot from Arky, and anybody that wants to learn some firsthand survival. You go over there. It's really cool to watch a lot of his older videos. Have a blessed night, Bill. Cheers. Laugh out loud. Yep. And Arky saying hello to South Florida Sunshine. South Florida Sunshine, same to you. Enjoy your night. I enjoyed hanging with you all. Cheers, Bill. Yeah. Bill lives in the middle of Newfoundland almost. And he has a channel. He uses his drone. Years ago, I met him on Canadian Drone Hub, I think. And yeah. But night, Bill. Camp out cooking for those stuck in the burbs like me. Ark is great at. Oh yeah. Not only that, he's got a good soul. His living spirit's real nice. I like that in folks. It's something to be treasured when you find a good person. You keep them close to you. Bad people you can't change. You can't teach them nothing. They don't unless they want to learn. So, yeah, I have Welsh family up there somewhere in Newfoundland. Well, there's lots of Welsh there, tons. There's Welsh, Irish, Portuguese. There's a lot of black people on the Avalon Peninsula now. Yeah, they moved in there. They would get off the plane. They get off the plane in Gander during the Vietnam War, and they didn't get back on because they were all going off to Vietnam, right? So it was an easy way to get a distant family, grandmother. Oh, cool. I have relatives there as well, all over the world, really. And yeah, it's interesting. Some people that I know, their last name, I'm not going to say it on here, but they have the same last name as my relatives do. So that's interesting. And distant family, grandmother. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's been a lovely Saturday, and I'm going to go and make some dinner. And I'm having smoked salmon for dinner on eggs Benedict. I'm making my own hollandaise sauce from lemon, butter, and egg yolk. And I put that on. I don't put that on a crumpet. I put that on a light rye cracker from Germany. But you all have a good night. Much love, mad respect. And just remember, kindness and goodness is free. And don't waver with your scruple, couth, or chivalry. Never waver, no matter what. I like to find my family in Quebec. Oh, cool. Oh, I love eggs, Benny. Oh, yeah, I make the best. I'm the world champion. Have a great night, Howie. I had fried eggs and a cheddar cheese gluten-free sandwich. Yeah, yeah. Well, you all have a good night. It was really a great pleasure to see everybody in here, and you remember peace and love and peace. That's all. That's it. Right? Night. End stream now. Thank you all for being here. If I missed anybody, blessings to you. Cheers. Be kind. Yep. It's free. End now.